Hi everyone, I'm Jessica Werner and I get to show you the Rooted in Nature bundle. This bundle has two parts, the Rooted in Nature stamp set and the Nature's Roots Framelits. This is a great year-round bundle with images inspired by nature, and they work well for both men and women. This bundle is also one of the top-ranking bundles in the annual catalog. Let's take a look. I know you're going to love it. Here is the stamp set Rooted in Nature. It's a double configuration red rubber set with 16 pieces. It has beautiful detailed images of trees and leaves and all occasion sentiments in different sizes and fonts. Does it remind you of another stamp set? Rooted in Nature was actually designed to coordinate with one of our most loved sets of all time, Lovely as a Tree. One thing that I love about the stamp set are that the detailed images lend themselves so well to different techniques. The images look great embossed, watercolored, and are fun to color in with stamping blends and watercolored pencils. I want to show you an example of how to use the stamp set and achieve a watercolor look. I have a sheet of watercolor paper here, and I'm going to start by creating a landscape wash. So I have mint macaroon, tranquil tide, and soft suede. So just pick up a little ink with your aqua painter and then make sure it's nice and wet, and just go ahead and make a wash, dropping in the mint macaroon. And then towards the bottom, I'm going to add in some tranquil tide for a little bit more color. And then to show the ground, I'm going to pick up some soft suede and just lay it down here. You're going to want to let this dry, but I've gone ahead and created another card that's already dried. And I'm going to take my stamp set, ink it in soft suede, and then to give it that watercolor look, I'm just going to spritz it. You don't need a lot of water. And now go ahead and ink. And when you lift, you get this really nice, soft, artistic watercolor look. Let me show you the finished card. So it's a beautiful artistic technique, and I finished it off with one of our larger sentiments. The framelit has 12 pieces and includes framelits to cut out almost all of the trees and leaves in the stamp set. Every image in the set has a framelit except the tree ring, which is okay because the tree ring is very simple to fussy cut out. The Nature's Roots framelit set also includes 3 embossed dies. These will create an embossed impression on your paper that looks like this, and the embossed dies also coordinate with framelits, so you can cut out the embossed shapes with your framelits. Having framelits for the images makes it so simple to add dimension on your card, and the images in the set are perfect for creating landscapes. In this card, a scene was created using both the stamps and the dies in the bundle. Start with a white piece of cardstock, and then I'm going to be using mint macaroon and tranquil tide ink. So ink up your tree, and you'll want to stamp it off for the most distant layer. And now for the next layer, you're going to stamp in full strength mint macaroon. And you're just creating kind of a random pattern of the trees. And now I'm going to switch to tranquil tide. You'll want to stamp off again for this first layer. And now go ahead and use full strength tranquil tide. To finish it off, I've pre-cut out and stamped a few trees, and I have some dimensionals on the back, so you're just going to go ahead and add the trees on your project, and when you're done, you have a gorgeous landscape that was so easy to do, and it's just been finished off with some splattering and a few different embellishments. The embossed dies in the framelit set make it simple to add texture to your projects. When using them, I would recommend using our embossing mats. I have pre-cut the leaves, and now I'm going to run the leaves through the Big Shot with the embossing framelits. You don't want to emboss first and die cut second, because if you run the embossed leaves through the Big Shot again, the embossed pattern will flatten. I'm going to start with the Big Shot platform, and then place your acrylic plate on top. You'll then put your embossed dies right on the acrylic sheet facing up, and then you're going to lay your paper on top of the dies like this. I like to hold the dies in place with washi. And now go ahead and put it on the Big Shot, then put the thin silicone mat on top, followed by the impressions pad. So now when you take it out of the Big Shot, you'll have perfectly embossed leaves. I have a few more samples to show you that utilize all the layering options this bundle provides. This card includes embossed die-cut pieces to create a layer behind these cut trees. It's really pretty. And then this card has used the embossed dies in the background to create a layer, and then the stamp set has been used to create another layer of collage, and there's been some pops of copper added using copper embossing powder. And there you have it. That's the Rooted in Nature bundle. If you would like to order these products, go to stampinup.com or contact your local demonstrator. I can't wait to see how you use the Rooted in Nature bundle in your projects.